What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we got some projects rolling out of here. We're finishing up Brandy's car, and just want to do a quick recap on his car because we're actually flashing over some files on it. So if you guys have never flashed a file, especially with this new HP RTD, the TDN network, put your shit on a charger because it takes a while, especially if you don't have good internet connection. But let's go over the changes that we did to Brandy's car and what it came in with. So this car is a 2019 Mustang GT Performance Pack. Beautiful red color on Billet Specialties. This car, he reached out to me. He had a 10-speed, had it built, didn't last long at all. So he was one of the first, not the first, but probably like, I don't know, first 3 or 4 people to actually buy my Hughes Performance Power Glide swap kit, which is on the website, which is really cool. I had never met him before, and he found me, and so a shop in Dallas did the Power Glide swap. So it's got a Hughes Power Glide in it, and then while they were there, they did a Helion top mount twin turbo kit, 4 fuel system, and a few other small odds and ends, but he was kind of ready to turn it up, and so we did a built 5.2 short block from Cy Lee, and then I put head studs, head gaskets, put the heads on it, did valve springs, locked the cams. You can see no more VCT. Locked the cams, and then while we were there, we added a few things. We added a catch can, which we have hiding down here in the bumper, or behind the bumper, actually. Upgraded his 62s to 64, 66 dual ball bearing turbos. Added a catch can to the transmission. Changed out a few small clamps that were kind of wore out. Added my Coyote Direct radiator brackets to move the radiator forward just a little bit for the bigger turbos. And what else did we do? We took out, he had a scavenge pump. And we took that out, and since these are top mount turbos, they're high enough, they're elevated enough where the gravity will take the return down to the oil pan. So we pulled when we were swapping the oil pan over from the old short block, we tapped it for some dash 10 fittings and did 2 dash 10 just gravity fed oil returns and got the scavenge pump out of there. Nothing else too crazy. The biggest thing was pretty much swapping the short block and assembling it and then locking the cams. It was tuned by somebody else before, and he wanted to switch to Lund. So that's what we're doing. That's why I got the battery on the charger. Working on sending Lund the stock file right now, and then they're going to send over the base file so we can get this thing started up. It's on E98, so I got to drain all that out and put 91 or 93 in it to start it up. That's kind of what a lot of people prefer on startup. Everyone's got, different ways of doing startup on engines, but with the hard starting characteristics of E85, a lot of people like to just start with pump gas. So that's what we do. We start them on pump gas, get some RPMs in it, try and get it hot, heat cycle it, and get the rings to seat, and then we'll drain the pump gas out and start tuning on E85. So, yeah, this car should be a pretty fun street car. I think it already was. He's just wanting to run more boost and run it safely. There was no issues with the short block that we saw when we pulled it out. So, yeah, it's a pretty fun street car getting done. So, I'll show you guys the first startup when it happens. All right, short little tidbit here. We use driven BR30 when we're breaking in the engine. So first startup and then, a couple 100-mile break-in, whatever, we use BR30. And then we'll switch to, let's see if I have one, the FR50. 5W50, we had some really good luck with that stuff in the Coyotes. So if you guys are wondering what to use, obviously consult your engine builder, but the engines that we've done, that's what we've used is the BR30 break-in oil, and then we switch over to the FR50. Got that hair. All right, so just drained, this car was actually on E98. That's what he has access to, I guess, where he's at, and it's easier for him to get. So this car will be tuned on E98. However, like I said, we're gonna start it on pump gas. So just got all the E98 out, tried to save as much as I could. That way he doesn't have to buy more. And it had a half tank, so it had a lot of fuel. Made a mess. Freaking awesome. Stinks like E98 in here. Anyways, got the pump gas pump gas in it, got the tune loaded. I already did the cranking procedure without fuel. That way we can prime the engine with oil. So here goes nothing. First startup. Wish us luck. That red looks good. All right, guys, so we're putting in some braking miles on pump gas. Just trying to run the rest of this pump gas out, and then we're going to switch it back over to some E. And yeah, pretty excited about this one. Damn, this red looks good. It's dirty. We got to clean it up, but it looks. I sure do love those street cars, you know, when it's cold out. Heated seats, baby. That red looks good. Like I said, we still got to clean it, but man, not a big red fan, but red looks good on S550, especially with the cowl hood, the wheels. Now this is a street car right there, baby. Damn, that thing is sick. All right, guys, check out the hat. So last night, started driving the car around for the first time, getting the rest of the pump gas out from the first startup. Working with Lund, started switching over to E. They didn't want to do E98. E98, it taxes the fuel system because it has so much more ethanol content in it. You need a lot more fuel pump and injectors, and there's not a huge gain. It's pretty marginal. I don't know many people that run E98 anymore. But he had already bought a bunch of barrels because he got a good deal on it, so he really wanted to use the E98. So what we ended up doing is Lund said, let's just cut it, make like E85, E87, whatever. We'll just cut it down with some 91 or 93. So that's what I did last night is I cut it down, and we're working on the E85 tune right now, and everything is checking out pretty good. We'll probably get it on the lift later and just double check everything since it is a fresh build. You know, we did a new short block in it. We locked the cams, did valve springs, bigger turbos. We did a catch can. We added new return fittings because the fittings on there were kind of junk. Added some new lines elsewhere, deleted the scavenge pump, did new fittings in the pan. So we did a bunch of like little things, so we want to make sure those aren't leaking or cause any issues down the road. And then I did want to change the trans fluid because it was pretty smoked when we pulled the converter out when we dropped the trans. So just some small tidy up stuff, and then he's gonna come pick it up. He's got a race he's trying to make in like the next week or two, I think. So we're trying to pretty much scramble to get it done. I told him up front, I said, I can't make any promises. I don't want to say you can make the race and then not make it, because then it makes me look bad. But we'll definitely try, and we're pretty close. I think it needs a couple more revisions because we got to get it under boost and everything, make sure everything checks out. He needs some rear tires for sure, because I like part throttled and that thing started skating all over the place. So he's going to need some tires. But anyways, that's going to close out the video on Brandy's car. Obviously, we got to do some tuning and stuff on it, but I'm going to close out this video. Super nice car, super nice customer / friend, good dude. So hopefully you guys will see more of this car out at the track. I believe he goes to like Penwell and stuff like that a lot because they live near there. So hopefully you guys see this car out. It should be making some pretty good steam for a full weight car. But the next video you guys will see, we will be doing a live video on Sunday, probably sometime around noon, and we'll announce the Bellac Wheels giveaway winner. That's the plan. So hopefully you guys tune in for that, and then we'll announce. That'll just be a live video, and it'll probably go away. And then the video after that, I'm going to announce the next giveaway, which I'm freaking stoked about. So make sure you guys tune in. If you guys need any parts, hit me up, coyotedirect.com. We will see you guys on the next one.